Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 10, touchdown. Yeah. He don't. 2-6. Rotate. Spell. 51. Mike, 51. It's our time. It's our time. Switch.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, check 33. Neil. Check pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go!
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Wide.
Now they try the right side here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On first down, Locke. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, high 7. Look at me, zipper.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 15.
Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He'll get the first down and move inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Down. 56. 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Let's go.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let's run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Got it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
There.
This is Spiller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Bravo. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Let's go, D.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42.
Smith.
I got you.
Hey.
42.
Look. Squeeze.
Deuce, deuce. Deuce, deuce.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful.
Let's go
Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Watch a slap.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Spiller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
49. Check 49.
They run with Spiller.
He's coming. Double up.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
General West. Leo. Let's go.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
All day, every day.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Get out of here, man.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 22, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hayward. On the ball.
They'll drop the throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Ready. 37 ending. Go. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Bravo.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Blue Dan. Mike 630.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Ready, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Now Spiller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Okay, ready?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, exit.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Haywood.
Crash, crash.
Yep.
Motion, 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 motion. 42.
Get it.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Go. Hey, lock it.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm down.
Ready, ready.
Lock now on first down.
Let's get some penetration.
Check, 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 check.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot a time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, ready.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
53. All day, all day. Let's go, boys, let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
80 weapon.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Check, 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 check.
Big grip, big grip.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head.
Get ready,
Bend,
get ready,
don't
get
break.
ready.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going up top. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 3, but it leaves them with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
This is more where I came from. Set. 8, read. Pilot, 64, weak.
Here we go.
Hey, Echo.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Right here, guys.
5.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 37. Locke working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on,
that 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Go.
58, it's Mike.
3 buzz.
Big grip.
Clock now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, zoom. Zoom.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Outlaw.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Hey. Let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Sam off.
Rush in.
Hit it.
They'll run it with Bell, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
In your face.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Set, hut, 33. Hey, Lobo. Let's go, zoom. Exit.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Here we go. Mike, check 33.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Under crush. Delta. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's go, boys.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah!
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of the lead, or do you you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back.
Extend it. Have some fun. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos
18,
onto the
Gator.
field ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive,
Topper.
went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 85 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Check.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
52.
Stop your whining.
Out.
They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 70. Indy.
Tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. Check out route.
6-6. Bullet high. Hey, Delta.
Twist.
Yo, go.
42.
You're out.
Check Mike.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready up.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion
check,
on first down.
Here we go. Chance.
On second down, a run with Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
They don't want it, fellas.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first and 10, Locke looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Here we go.
Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller.
Switch it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Come on, set.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Lock now on third and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
52. Look small, 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
Second and 1. Dancing to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Go. No.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout.
Let's go, baby.
They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
Yep. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 13. Check 13. Tight dog.
Now.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Let's go.
Down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Takes 3. 218, chopper.
Get wide.
Go.
I got it.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, They don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, let's go. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Back, back, back.
5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Broncos first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smoke. Now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
You got it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Okay, break. Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
Watch the slant.
Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go.
Here's Marino. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Let's do this.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready, go. Mike, check 33. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
2nd and 9 now. It's Kelsey on the ground. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 30 base. 33. How I set.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Mike check 33. 33.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the ball. 49, check 49, check 49.
6-6. Zip it.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
Mike 52.
Yeah.
Let it go.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session.
Baby. All day. We coming all day.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get 1 extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.